Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel Salesforce AI Champions. Today I'll be going to talk about Salesforce Chatter, and I'll be showing one use case like whenever a lead record got created in Salesforce, then we just wanted to post in a chatter with the lead information. So I am in a lead record, and in here the standard chatter component is placed here. So chatter is nothing but Salesforce like a real-time social collaboration tool which is in Salesforce that allows employees to communicate, share updates, and work together securely within a private network, right? So user can post updates from chatter. Like in here I can just write any message like test chatter post. We can just make it highlight, bold, italics, underlined, those kind of changes we can do. We can attach files, up to 10 files we can just attach, and on clicking on this share button we can just post into a chatter internal group of employees. So this is how we can just, and we can just ask questions. We can follow people or records, or sync with a specific record updates, then those kind of things we can do. So uh, and we can just poll stuffs as well. So now my use case is like whenever a lead record will be created, like whenever the lead record with the lead source as web got created, then I just wanted to post in a chatter to the internal employees group, so that employees got notified that lead got created. So those kind of use case I'll be do using the record triggered flow. And let me go to the flow automation app, and I'll be just search for the automation app. And in the automation app, on clicking on this new button, I can just create a new flow. And from the triggered automations, I can just search for record triggered flow type. Since our use case is on like whenever the lead got created, then only we want to post in chatter. So in the object, I'll be simply select the lead object, and triggering condition is okay, like whenever the lead got created. And let me just add some few conditional requirements, like lead source should be web, and like lead id, and lead id is null is false. So these are the simple conditional requirements, and on clicking on this plus add element button, I can just search for post to chatter action, and we can just provide the label as well, like post to chatter, post to lead chatter, since we just want to post that chatter message into a lead record, right? So there are like different configurations are there. Let me just tell you one by one. So this is the message. So message, in here we can just define a text template, and we can just refer the text template here. That should be the body of the chatter post that we wanted to post. And this can include like static stakes or dynamic values from your flows variable, like record names and IDs. In some time, I'll be just creating a text template, and I'll be just reference that text template in this message value. And we can mention a user by mentioning that user by appending @sign, so that if the user got notified automatically, the user should get the notification with that. And in the target name or id, so it's basically provide the id of the user record or chatter group that where we want to post, the post will be appear. So in my case, the id will be the lead record id. That is why I'll be just pass that lead record id here. And then community id if applicable, since there are no so this is optional, so valid only for digital experiences is enabled, required if posting a user or chatter group that is belongs to a experience cloud site. In that case, we need to mention the experience cloud site id. So in my case, so I'll be just posting into chatter, so experience site is not required right now. And in the target type, we can just, this is also optional. So target type specifically says the id of the user. So id is set to the username or the name of the chatter group, right? And last one is visibility. If we want to just This is also optional, valid only if the digital experience site is enabled, specifies whether this feed item is available to all users or internal users only. So those kind of informations we can just make, and these are all optional. So I'll be just using these two for the time being, and let me just create the new resource. Like, let me just create our text template, and I'll be just providing the text template name as chatter body, and in the body I'll be just writing some message like welcome to XYZ Inc. Here is the lead details, name. In here I'll be just passing the triggering lead record and then its full name, and we just want to make this little bit bold, and we can just we can tell the lead source as well, lead source triggering record, lead source, and let me just make it bold as well. So this is a like simple text template we can just create, and we can just assign it to the it to the our action. Like in here we can just reference this chatter body text template in here, and in the target ID I'll be just mentioning the lead record ID, so triggering lead dot id. So this is how is simple is that to configure the post to chatter action in Salesforce. And let me just save this one, post to chatter record triggered flow, and let me just save it. And for the best practices I'll be just debugging the flow before I just activate this one. Let me just search for any random leads, like for this Henry Thompson will be good, and let me just check whether our chatter post is getting posted or not. Okay, let me just convert it to driver is not a supported the schedule record. No, name field we can just ignore that one. And chatter body, let me just make it plain text instead of making that a rich text area. And we are just good to go. Let me just save the flow. Let me just debug again with the Henry Thompson. And we can see that the our record ID is getting passed properly, and we can see uh, this is the lead details with the chatter message. We can see like welcome to XYZ corporation. Here is the lead details name. Somehow the name is not rendering. Let me just see the text template again. Okay, just let me make it first name. So now we can see that the name is rendering properly. Leads detail name Henry, and lead source is web. Let me just activate the flow, and from the lead records let me search for lead tab, and I'll be just click on this new button, and let me just choose the web leads record type, and I'll be just click on next, and let me just provide some name. Jack Thompson, and companies like XYZ, INC, and the lead source, let me just choose the web, and industry could be chemicals, and annual revenue $50,000, and let me just save the lead record. So upon creating the lead record, we should see the chatter post in the chatter, and we can see our lead record got created, and we can see this chatter post here. So this is how we can just configure the chatter whenever the lead record got created, then we can just post into a chatter. So there are like different um, a lot of configurations can be enhanced, like for experience cloud site, we can just mention this experience cloud site ID in order to that chatter post can be visible in the experience site. Then we can just define our visibility, whether this can be shown to all users or particular specific to a set of group of users. Those kind of configurations we can just enhance. So that's all for today's demo. I'll be uploading more tutorials on Salesforce, Omni Studio, and Data Cloud topics. So please stay tuned. And if you like this video, please do like, share, subscribe my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.